now, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Cami Joy Hagan.
Good evening. My name is Cami, and this is my 4th year at Chesterton Academy. Before I tell you about my experience here, I would like to share some backstory. My parents had no time to prepare me for Chesterton Academy. Before 9th grade, my family had gone through a very hard year. It began with the premature birth of my youngest sister, who had to stay in the hospital for 3 months, during which the lease on the property we were living on expired, and we had to move. My parents had to balance helping my sister, packing our belongings, getting the new house ready, work, school, and caring for the rest of my family. As some of you know, I am the second oldest of 7. My job in all of this was to make meals, watch siblings, pack, continue my homeschooling, and help however I could. My whole life revolved around my family. During this time, I learned the valuable lesson of endurance. But in the midst of all the chaos, I lost a sense of security and self-confidence. In my insecurity, I armed myself with pride and arrogance, which will become abundantly clear in the course of my story. This was my state as I entered Chesterton Academy. Unlike some, I was very excited to attend this school. Everything about it was awesome. The teachers were exciting, my classes were engaging, and daily mass was beautiful. It was easy to tell the teachers genuinely loved their jobs. Chesterton gave me this electric joy. I was learning about deep truths that mattered, and my studies expanded my mind in ways I didn't know was possible by challenging me to ask the hows and whys. I was in paradise. The only exceptions being Latin and homework. Here's where that arrogance comes into play. Unlike my other uncultured classmates, I understood why Latin was important. It was the language of the church, it had a rich history, and it made me feel smart when I was able to translate random things in front of non-Chestertonians. I just hated learning it. It didn't make sense, and it was boring. And then there was homework. Now, as a former homeschooler, I was in no way prepared to study all day, come home, and study all evening. My mother is a pretty laid-back person. Chesterton Academy is rigorous, which to my mind meant it's super hard, but that's okay because we're learning important things. Another problem I struggled with was that I was socially inept. I didn't know how to act around my peers, and after coming out of that hard year, I was extremely awkward, shy, and insecure. The solution? To assert myself over my classmates and view myself and my opinions as superior to others. Thus, I wasn't able to form friendships with classmates, and frankly, at that time, I didn't want to. In my arrogant opinion, my classmates were pretty bad, talking in class, not doing their homework, passing notes, and to my great distaste, obsessing over everyone's crushes. I was so much more mature. I remember one particular instance as I was praying before Mass. I looked at God and just thought, how on earth are my classmates so bad? They receive you every day, and this is the best they can do. Thank you, Lord, for making me better. I'd forgotten the parable of the Pharisee and the tax collector. By the end of freshman year, I had started to learn that there was more to people than their faults. Sophomore year brought 13 new faces, bringing our small school to a whopping 20 students. I found I had a motherly affection for my younger friends, and I clicked with them instantly. This time of my life was the blossoming of new friendships. I learned about who I was as a part of a tight-knit community, and I was flourishing. Junior year came around, which is said to be the most challenging year at Chesterton, and it was. By this time, both my mind and social life had been strengthened and nurtured, but just as those homework assignments pushed my mind, and those different opinionated people pushed my patience, nothing had really tried my faith. Junior year brought a multitude of anxiety and depression. During this year, the drama at our small school hit full force. The problem was I had a circle of intimate friends who I could talk to about anything and everything. I at first thought this is a good thing. I knew I could count on other people to listen and bear my sufferings. But this became problematic when school turned into a continual small group. I was scared of my future, and my inability to take the next steps in life when my classmates were taking them caused me to feel like a failure. I was experiencing my own fear and inability in a new and deeper way. My friends couldn't help because they didn't have the answers. And then God sent what felt like a crushing blow: COVID-19. During the shutdown, I was stripped of my friends and contact with the Lord in daily Mass. In this raw state of my own weakness, I underwent a conversion. While I was journaling about what I was going through one particular night, I came to a conclusion. God must be allowing this darkness for a reason. He must be with me in some mysterious way that I can't feel or comprehend. So I figured, why not give God everything? All the bewilderment, fear, pain, and weakness could be surrendered and laid before the cross of Christ. I didn't know what would happen, or if anything would change, but I decided to take the risk. And God did not disappoint me. Slowly, over the next couple months, I felt greater peace, and my trust in God was strengthened. I'm not alone in my struggle. God is present to me and supports me. He has dreams for me and plans that are beyond my comprehension or anything I could possibly hope for. God is holding me in every moment and preparing my future with the love of a father. Now, did my classmates ever get better? Yes, they did. But honestly, I was the one who needed to be transformed for the better. I used to view my friends as the problem, but now I can see I was the one who needed to grow. Before Chesterton, my social life was my family. When I came here, I found that my family only grew. The transition was difficult, but worth it. Chesterton Academy is a family, and just like every family, siblings have their trials. But God has revealed to me the deep beauty each of my friends possess. I am challenged, inspired, and compelled to become a better person by my peers. It took some humility to realize that God has placed friends in my life as sincere blessings. So, how has Chesterton Academy changed me? Firstly, it has given me superb academic knowledge and a healthy spiritual life. And secondly, I have been given true friends, both as students and as teachers. As G.K. Chesterton beautifully puts it, we need this life of practical romance, the combination of something that is strange with something that is secure. We need so to view the world as to combine an idea of wonder and an idea of welcome. We need to be happy in this wonderland without once being merely comfortable. Chesterton Academy is not comfortable. It is rigorous, challenging, and transformative. It has taught me that I don't need to have everything figured out. I just need to have God as my everything.